Yo, it's funny how earlier you was singing a Creed song,
Yeah.
and it just made me think. Back in the day, they used to have all the Creed memes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like making fun of like the way Scott Stapp sung,
Hmm.
making fun of like Creed fans, making fun of Creed songs. Like it was just like became real popular.
Yeah.
But then you would go in the comments and you would see people saying like, "Yo, nah, Creed is hard." You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, they had some bangers.
But it's funny because Creed is one of those things that like it might not be that hard to you, but then you listen to With Arms Wide Open after you have a kid, dog, and that hits different, dog. You be in
Yeah.
a car crying, you be just looking out the window, just ready to give your kid the world, bro. That song hits when you're a parent,
When you
bro.
relate to it, I think the tracks hit a little different. I think because they were such an older group too.
Yeah,
They were just an older group, so their songs were on a different level. When you were younger, it didn't hit like that.
yeah, and it was like one of those things where they were Christian, but they didn't necessarily want to be Christian artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like the influence is gonna be there because that's what
Hmm.
you are. But they weren't necessarily like, yo, we weren't those like
Like
in that
non
lane.
secular.
You know what I mean? Exactly, exactly. So it was just interesting how they really like rose like so much. I remember there was like a New Year's performance one time where they was like on a
Hmm.
rooftop in New York. It was raining
Yep.
and they were singing the Higher song. Dog, that
Hmm.
was a vibe, bro. They was
Yeah.
on top of the world for a little
Yeah.
minute,
No,
man.
they came back out. I think they had like a live performance within the last few years, and he still sings the same way. Like he ain't miss a note. It's crazy. That's his natural voice.
Yeah, it's like kind of like the Rick Astley thing, like where you think it's like a black dude or something, and you see him, he's like a redheaded white dude, and you're like, this
Yeah,
the
for
voice that's
real.
coming out from this
Yeah.
dude? It's crazy, bro.
No, it's power. It was powerful music at the time. Like the people who it resonated with at that time.
Yeah.
It's starting to hit later for a lot of other people.
And it's one of those things too that like I feel like you don't get that kind of stuff no more because the music has been so devalued
Yeah.
that to get like 8 people involved on a song, like different musicians and singers and writers and all that stuff, like it don't even make sense for people nowadays to do something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like you're not gonna get, a 10-person band with a couple of singers like you had in the 70s, with some of these disco records where they had like an ensemble of people
Yeah.
playing. Or even, the 40s and 50s with Sinatra where he was in an orchestra singing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's not happening for just a regular album no more, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's so
And I think
expensive.
people try to emulate that during like performances now. Like
Yeah.
when they go on tour and do concerts, maybe they try to do it then, but for the album, it sounds nothing like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. That's a great point because you're doing it after the fact because
Yeah.
now you got the budget.
Yeah.
Now you can say, like kind of like what
Mhm.
Jeezy's doing with the Thug Motivation tour
Yeah.
where he got a whole orchestra with him.
Hmm.
He couldn't get it sounding like that at
Yeah,
the
in the
time.
studio.
It was
Yeah.
that trap sound
Yeah.
that really like blew it up.
Yeah.
Which it still has the trap sound with the orchestra, but you're not gonna have that live sound like if you remember Justice League.
Oh
Remember
yeah.
the beats
Oh,
of
those are my
Justice
favorite.
League?
Like you just heard the
So
drums,
I'm not
bro.
100% sure, but from what I heard, and I'll check it after the episode, and I'll put a little disclaimer if I'm wrong.
Mm.
But from what I heard, they would make beats, and then when they knew these beats were the one, then they
They
would
would have a live
they
band.
would bring a band into or
Yeah.
people to play the parts.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
this is the beat we made. Now just replay it like a real
Yeah.
instrument or whatever. Obviously, like somebody with a real instrument is gonna add like the right sauce to it.
Yeah, of
Also, you
course.
know what I mean?
And that's what I love with I feel like Jay-Z implemented that real early in hip hop when he used to do performances. He had the Roots band.
Yeah,
And the Roots band is a large band with all the instruments, the drums, the percussion, all that. And
yeah.
he had them play every one of his songs as a live band, and he rapped to it. I think he was one of the early ones to start that as far as live performances,
Yeah,
because he did that back on the MTV Unplugged with the Blueprint.
Yep. And even you mentioning the Roots, bro, like there's nothing like the Roots now. You know what I mean? Like as far as new groups or anything like that. Bro,
That
I
could play
can
hip hop.
like think about back in the day being able to get like multiple groups of people being able to get on the same page. Cause like you had mad bands in the 70s, 80s, you know what I mean? Like you had people that was like 10 deep, like 100 crews 10 deep. Bro, you can't do that nowadays, bro. Like it's that main character thing, bro. Having a phone makes it.
Everybody wants a solo
Yeah,
too.
exactly, bro. You just
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to play your part when everybody's the main character
Yeah,
and
everybody wants to
and the money's
shine.
scarce.
Yeah, that too.
It ain't the same as back in the day where you go and you make a living as like just an artist. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, big time.
Like it's like even when I was a little kid, what I wanted to be was like an artist, like
Mm.
airbrushing, painting, doing different stuff like that. Like, bro, that don't exist no more. Like there's like a select few amount of people that really are making their money
Yeah.
doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? Actually putting
Yeah.
paint on canvas or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like doing real art pieces like
And if they're
that's
making the money, they're making money off social media and the following and everything they have off that. It's not actual about the actual art anymore.
facts. It's like a whole you got to create that whole ecosystem
Yeah.
and it's a hard lane to be in, bro. That's one thing. It kind of puts in perspective just like from the history side the Renaissance era, where there was such a revival of the arts, revival of music, revival of theater, all that stuff. It goes to show that there are periods in time where that kind of stuff kind of just falls by the
Oh
wayside.
yeah, yeah,
Like
no,
people
easily.
just
Yeah.
discount it and they don't feel it the same way. And then it comes back around and all. Like for example, my kids, bro, a lot of the music they listen to is like the old music, bro.
Yeah.
Like we wasn't listening to old music when we was younger. We learned to appreciate it later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we weren't like, oh, I'm gonna throw on this old jam. Like we listened to it when our parents threw it on, but
Yeah, yeah,
when we
yeah.
were alone, we were
Nah,
listening to
I
our
played all the
stuff. You know
current
what
stuff.
I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like my kids be listening to the stuff we listen to
Yeah.
as their like everyday playlist. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Just because they enjoy it.
Literally, bro.
Yeah, not because they're forced to it. That
And,
makes a
and it's that
difference.
thing, bro, where like it's just harder to get a group of people together to really create a work of art nowadays. Like it's just not the same kind of environment that it used
Yeah.
to be. You know?
And that's why now we appreciate our old music, and that's why like when our parents listen to music, they appreciated their old music because everything changed from when it got to ours, and now
Facts.
we appreciate our old music because everything's changed to what it was since we appreciated it.
And you even understand like when people say, "Oh, they don't make it like they used to." It's not necessarily saying that your stuff is bad. It's just they literally don't make it like they used to. Like I was saying about Sinatra, he used to perform like he used to record records with the mic in the orchestra singing. Bruh, first of all, nobody got an orchestra in the studio no more.
Yeah, that's true.
Second of all, nobody's gonna sing in the orchestra. Like you're not gonna get Sinatra type records. When you hear that
No.
and you feel what he's doing on them records is because it's special. Like it's not you're not feeling it because it's some kind of like special effects or movie magic or something. You feeling it because he was in that orchestra singing that song.
And his voice was so dominant that did you even think they had to mix those songs?
Yeah, that's another thing, bro. There's no way that there was any audio tuning
Yeah.
or anything like that at that time. So it was like, bro, you got to hit this out the park.
Yeah, the natural
And the
sounds.
crazy thing about Sinatra, bro, like when they interviewed him later in his like, 60s and 70s, they would ask him about songs and he would be embarrassed. Like when they're like certain songs, he's like, dang, you asking me about a song from when I didn't even know how to sing. And it's like, you never, like, there was a time when you didn't know how to
Yeah,
sing. What are
nobody
you
ever
talking
could
about,
tell.
bro? But it's just how he learned,
Yeah.
being a performer and being a singer, like what he ended up at the end of his career with knowledge wise, he knew that he didn't know nothing when he was
Yeah.
making like the early records,
Yeah, he mastered that shit eventually.
It's like Brady said, he had a quote recently basically talking about him at 25,
He was
35,
good.
and 45.
He was great, and then
Yep.
he mastered it.
And he would say he was a master of the game at 45, bro.
That's why when you do something long enough, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about myself with what I do. Like I was good in my 20s, I was great in my 30s, but now I mastered what I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I appreciate LeBron so much, is because his longevity, the same thing. He was good, he was great, and now I feel he's a master and he only does what he needs to be done. LeBron today is Tom Brady on the Bucks. He didn't play like he was when he was young, but he still mastered Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo, so I'm a Packers fan, so you already know Aaron Rodgers is my guy, bro. It was sad to see him go out like that, man. And if this is the end, it's I think Aaron Rodgers is like almost like a victim of early success because he got the Super Bowl out the way so early that people then started to question, like, are you really like that? Like, because you haven't done it since, I think it was like 2012, you know what I mean? And it's like, dog, Super Bowls aren't easy to come by, bruh. Like, you see what what these dynasties do to keep them together is stuff that other people aren't willing to do, and
Yeah, at
sometimes they
all.
don't even have the money to do it, bro. Like, for example, in the NBA, something that like a casual fan won't know is like no team. I think there's been one team in the last like 25 years that has won a championship without going over the salary cap and paying the
Oh
tax.
yeah.
It's like there's no way you're just gonna like, oh, I'm gonna just lock in with the talent I got and we're gonna figure this thing out. Like it
Nah.
don't work like that, bro.
No, and that's why I think Mike Tomlin took a step down. I think he realized the situation the Steelers are in. He's like, we don't got it with the team we got, and we don't have a good enough draft pick, and we don't got the salary cap to get anyone better. He's like, I can't just keep going with what we
Yo,
got. Like, it's not gonna work out with this.
shout out to Bill Simmons, man. He had a dude on his podcast recently that the dude was like, he's like, yo, I'm throwing on my conspiracy hat. He said, what if Tomlin's going to the Ravens? I was like, yo. And then when he ran down the reasons, like and like the situation,
Yeah.
even in Baltimore, bro,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, because the Giants just got
bro.
Harbaugh, and they're getting their offensive coordinator from the Ravens.
Yeah, man. This first of all, this football season has been fire. Just
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
all the mix up and everything. Yo, it's crazy. I missed everything of Wild Card Weekend, bro.
Yeah.
I had to catch it all in like highlights.
Yeah,
Man.
it was good. It was really good.
No, that it definitely seemed like it. I was pissed I didn't see any of those games live.
I don't think there
man.
were any surprises.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there are any surprises. I think all the
Yeah.
teams that won were supposed to win.
See, but even that, like, yeah, there was favorites, but at the same time, like the field right now is kind of weird. Like even the teams that are in the playoffs, like even though they've been good all year, they're not teams that have been good like
no.
since last year or the year before. You know what I mean? It's just crazy seeing like the NFL is crazy, man, because things be changing so fast.
Yeah.
Like people are already like counting Patrick Mahomes out. They're
Yeah.
already looking at the
Yeah.
Chiefs like they're bums. Period. Like they're just not gonna bounce back.
They're saying the Ravens aren't going to bounce back after all this.
Man, the Ravens remind me of the Kings in the NBA, bro, in that early 2000s run where they just could not figure it out, bro. Like they were just there, but they just could not figure it
Yeah,
out.
I think the
dog.
Steelers are done for a good minute.
I don't know. The Steelers got some good players, man. They just need, which they're not gonna do. Yeah, they're probably done for a good minute because they need to make like a splash in like free agency.
They don't got a quarterback.
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers is done though. I think Aaron Rodgers still, if he could find a spot,
he need a better situation. Bro.
yeah. I've heard things about if the Vikings bring him on just to challenge J.J. McCarthy, like that's the kind of thing he will do, and he'll challenge him, and he could win.
Nah, he needed to
the
go to
starting
like
position.
he needed to go to like a Tampa Bay. He needed to go to like a Carolina. He needs to go to a warm weather team, bro. Like a warm weather team with young talent that can kind of like carry him.
Yeah,
Cause it's hard to see him like that, bro. Like Aaron Rodgers has been one of the athletes that has been like the toughest to see the fall, bro. 'Cause
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I think the thing about Aaron Rodgers is he mattered. You know, he mattered to the NFL. Like when teams played him, it's like, oh, okay, we're playing Aaron Rodgers.
What is it? 4-time MVP?
Yeah.
Insane,
And when
bro.
you watch him on TV, okay, I'm watching Aaron Rodgers. It's not like you're watching for him. You're preparing for him. He mattered
Dog,
to the
he
NFL.
really had you believing that you were in it no matter what,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like it would be like a minute left in the fourth quarter and you'd be down 2 scores.
Like,
and
oh,
be
it's Aaron Rodgers.
Be like, oh man, no, Rodgers.
Yeah.
You just got to get a quick touchdown here, like it's some easy thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, yeah, man, and it's kind of crazy. Just thinking about LeBron, like how he's still going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm wondering, man, like is he gonna call it quits or is he gonna let his body tell him? Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be a interesting thing to see, cause what is it, year 23,
Yeah.
bro?
And he
what?
can't play back-to-back games. He just played his first back-to-back game this season. And to hear like everything he has to do just to make that happen, I don't see it going on for another season.
Yeah,
But I would want to see a farewell tour.
yeah.
So I hope he would announce it. I will want to see that farewell tour.
Yeah, it's
for
gonna be
LeBron.
interesting to just see how he chooses to go out because he's big on the optics.
Hmm.
He's very big on the optics, so it's gonna be interesting seeing how this kind of thing shapes up, man.
Yep.
But yeah, bro. I think it's like you're torn because I feel like Rodgers should hang it up, but it's like going out like that is
Yeah.
tough, bro.
But you know what it is? I
But
don't
Brady
think
kind of went out like that too.
we were talking about this, and we could roll into something else. I think age is different today. I don't think age matters as much as it did before because of the way people can take care of themselves, all these new technologies, and just information that keeps you healthy for longer than people in the past have.
Yeah.
Age is different today.
So check this out. Like you said, we was talking before about the oldest guy alive just passed away recently, bro. Supposedly he passed away at 142. They're
Bruh.
saying that they're trying to get like Guinness out there to verify the records and make sure like
Yeah.
that it's all
It's
like
accurate.
legit. But they're saying Buddy was 142. What you had said earlier, he was born 100 years
Yeah,
before you were
I'm
even
turning
born,
42
bruh.
this year. He was 100 years older than me, and I'm 42 this year.
Dog,
That is crazy.
insane, dog. It's bro, that how do you
Yeah.
even describe that?
Yeah.
Like just seeing that much
Yeah,
because you're talking about the mid 1800s, bro. Just removed from like America becoming independent.
yeah.
Like they were still wearing them white wigs and
Yeah.
like dog, it's insane.
That was 100
bro.
years after the Declaration of Independence.
Bruh.
100 years after that.
That means he was alive during the centennial.
Bruh.
Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh.
I don't know how much history he would have been aware of, but he lived through absolutely everything in the 1900s.
Dog, he's seen both world wars.
Yo, everything. The TV, the internet. Well, we did that too, but not the TV, electricity, the light bulb. I don't know my history like that. But
Nah, I'm about to look it up right now. What was not invented by 1984? And we're going to see.
1884.
Oh, 18, if I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
1884. No, that is a good point. Like, how much was he alive during to see that didn't exist in his lifetime that he was aware of before he passed?
Bruh. He was Nah, bruh.
Nah, let me hear.
Buddy was around before plastic. How you been around longer than plastic,
Yo,
dog?
he was around before Tupperware.
Bro, that is insane. He was alive for the year that he was born was the first year they first made an espresso machine and pulled the patent for it.
Damn, espresso's been around that long?
Innovations like the light bulb being developed around this time.
All right, I was right. The light bulb, yeah.
Bruh, he was alive bruh. He was alive 44 years before antibiotics even came out,
Yeah.
bro.
And how did he survive that long?
Bro, the telegraph was invented in the 1830s. So he was born right after the telegraph came out. Telephone was invented 1876.
Yeah. Telephone had just been, and that was a plug and play.
Steam locomotives and early bicycles was the way that people traveled when he was born. Nah, bro, this is insane.
When was cars
bro.
and airplanes?
I think that was like the early 1900s.
Yeah, same thing.
Bro,
He was around before cars and airplanes. That's nuts.
that's insane, bro. You think there was a point where he was like, bro, somebody just call it quits on me?
I would have.
Because
I think by 101, I think like I'll be Will Chamberlain with age. Once I hit that 100 points record, the 100-year record, I'll be like, all right, I'm
not for
good.
nothing. They
Get
had a
me outta
picture of
here.
Buddy. He looked like a Slim Jim, bro.
Yeah.
He
looked
looked
like a
like
skeleton.
a Slim Jim with eyeballs, bro. Like he looked like he was ready to slide, bro.
Nah, gee. Did they say what the cause of death was?
Let me reopen the article, bro. But I'm pretty sure it was old age.
Nah, that dude hit pause, end game, back to main menu.
Let's see. Does it have? Bruh, why am I even looking for
No, I
the
wanna
cause
know.
of death of a 142-year-old guy?
No, I want to know.
Imagine he got hit by a car.
Yo, Yo, chill.
Dang, bruh. Nah,
You
I
know what I'm
don't see in
saying?
the article, man.
No, but honestly, truly, answer this question. Would you want to live to 142 years old?
It just
Willingly.
I think it just depends on how I feel, bro. Like how my body feels. You know what I mean?
And what they say, he married a 29-year-old at 101 years old, was it?
Insane, bro. He was still thinking with his meat in
He
the
was like the
decade,
Leonardo
in
DiCaprio
the
of
century
a
mode.
100-year-olds.
Crazy, bro. They say he got a limit, right? 25.
Yeah.
Like you can't be
Yeah,
older
yeah.
than 25. That's insane. Yo,
But you think today, and that's why I feel like I've seen articles that say that humans will live a lot longer now in these generations than they ever have before.
yeah, man. We were talking a little bit before we started recording, like just seeing old videos of like high school in like the 70s, like, and it looks like it's just a whole bunch of creepy adults
Yeah.
hanging out by the school, bro. But it just be like 15-year-olds with full
Yeah,
beards.
for real.
You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
dress like a janitor and they're at school.
Yeah.
Like it don't make no sense, bro. Like it definitely has to be one of those things where, like, just human advancement. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
Like,
think so. I remember when I was like, bro, early 20s. This was like 20 years ago. I used to work with a dude who was in his 40s and he looked like he was in high school. And it used to be mind blowing. And then today, I see 30-year-old friends like you. Like, I'm not going to even lie. Like, you and some of our other friends, I was like, if without the beers and everything, and I was like, you could pull off that youth today.
yeah.
And before, it was such amazing to me how this guy could look that young. And now that I'm getting to his age, I'm like, all right, a lot of us kind of look that young still.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it would be dope to see if like it's just in our imaginations or if it's really that. Yo, sometimes I'll be thinking, bro, like, do you ever think that maybe like your mind warps how you see yourself and things? Like
Yeah.
what if your mind kind of affects how we see stuff based on how we think and we don't even know that?
Give
You
me an
know what I mean?
example.
Like, you look in the mirror and you're like, "Damn, I'm sexy." And people might be like, "Bro, you're ugly, dog. Like you're super ugly."
Oh no, yeah,
You know
but
what I mean?
I
Like
think
stuff
that's
like that.
confidence though.
But do you think it's confidence or do you
Yeah,
think like maybe like your mind is telling you like, "Nah, bro, like you're it." Like
but that's
cuz some
confidence
people
that your mind is giving you. I
so
think the opposite. I think I look old as hell sometimes, and like people are like, no, you look so young. I'm like, nah, I look old as fuck. I
but
was like,
even
yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Maybe your mind is making you look older
But
to
then I think that's
you.
self
You know
self
what I mean?
consciousness.
It's
It's a
just
conscience.
yeah.
Your mind is a conscience, and what your conscience tell you.
But
Some
that's what
people
I'm
are
saying.
overconfident.
Do you
Yeah, I
think
think
your
it's
conscious affects your like
oh,
your
fully relates.
perception of
Yeah,
everything?
fully relate. It's your consciousness.
That's why they always say like
Yeah,
your mentality affects like
yeah.
your day and the things that you
Oh,
do so
easily.
much
Yeah.
because like depending on what lens you're looking at stuff
Hmm.
through, you're gonna like act a different
Yeah.
way. You know what I mean?
That's why when you get knocked in the head and you're unconscious, you don't know what year it is. You don't know your name. You don't know anything that's reality.
Mm,
So I feel your conscious literally affects how you perceive everything. And
facts.
I think that's with like serial killers who plead insanity that are really true and they feel like everything they're doing is not bad. Their mind is telling them like, no, you're good doing this crazy shit and killing people because their mind is literally convincing them. So that goes with appearance. That goes with confidence. That goes with actions, responsibility. I think that your conscience goes with everything that you do. And if your conscience is stronger than just reality, it's going to convince you that's what reality is.
Nah, facts. And you know what was another crazy thing I be thinking about, bruh? I always think about like the way you perceive life and that everything like that's like a whole universe and then when you die that's it like
Yeah.
nobody else will ever see things from that
Oh,
point of view
agree.
ever again, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like it's crazy like the when you start thinking about like the Marvel shit like the multiverse and
Hmm.
different things like that, like you start thinking like when you apply it to like real life and you think about it more practically,
Yeah.
it's like man there's like versions of that in real life that aren't even that like fantastical, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like some crazy, Doctor Strange type thing.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that, everybody's like in their own
Bro,
universe.
aliens are so close to being proven. and you die today and they prove they're not real, you die thinking aliens are real. No one's ever gonna believe it. You know what I mean? Like
Facts.
you see the dude who investigated the Loch Ness monster for 52 years, and he finally said, that bitch ain't real. He's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I investigated it for 52 years, and finally I'm
I
gonna
wonder how he
say,
feels like just reflecting like
I spent 5 decades trying to prove this Loch Ness monster was real. But he said, if there's new evidence, he'll explore it. But as of today, he's officially settled with the fact that there's never been a Loch Ness monster. There's just been anomalies and like winds and waves and animals and birds that just simulated like there was a monster in that lake.
I wonder what the last straw was, bro. He must have
He
like
swam the whole lake.
he must have found like a sea bass or something. He spent the whole night, his anniversary, you know what I mean? It ended up being a freaking sea snake,
This
and he's
guy's-
like, man, fuck this.
The whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
Yo, bro.
It's hard to accept stuff. That's it. That's your
Nah,
conscience.
facts. And yo, that was a perfect segue. Because it's hard for you to accept how great this Facebook page is.
Here we go.
That I'll be sending you stuff from,
Here we
right?
go.
So like on my Facebook, I just randomly started seeing like this page like pop up like with random things, right? The page is called I Hate Stuart Little. So Stuart Little is the movie of the little mouse that
Which I
like
never seen.
gets adopted by a family. It's
Never
like a
seen.
cute
Have
little
you
movie.
seen it?
Yeah, I seen it. I seen it when I was a
Okay.
kid,
I never
bro.
seen it.
It came out when I was a kid. So like there's just a random page that pops up, because I just like random stuff,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And stupid jokes. So it pops up, I hate Stuart Little. And then one of the posts is, day one of fighting a random Stuart Little fan until I get knocked the fuck out. There's another post here. I'm gonna waterboard this fucking mouse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna squeeze that little rat so hard his eyes are gonna pop out of his head.
Yeah.
Yo, first of all, how do you even think to just make a Facebook page called I Hate Stuart Little, and every day you're just gonna post on there?
How many people in that group?
Bro, there's like 223,000 followers on this page, bro.
So here's my thing. I hate inside jokes if I don't get it. Right? That's what I hate. So when you send that, I'm like, what is it? What is it? Like, it's funny. What's making it funny?
But you know what the thing is, bro? It's nothing. Like, even
Yeah.
if you watch the movie, you're still not gonna be like,
That's
I
what I'm
understand the
saying.
page.
And that's what drives me crazy. Like I'll see an Instagram post or a Facebook post, and I go in the comments, and all the jokes relate. I have to Google it. I have to figure out what it is. I want to laugh. I want to know why it's funny.
Dog, it's because sometimes there's no connection. It's just random.
I can't deal with it. That's how my brain works. I need to know why is this funny.
But it's funny because like some people you show certain stuff to and it don't connect because it's that.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you said. Like it has to be rooted in something, or it has to have a
Yes,
reason.
thank you.
It has to have a reason
Thank
to
you.
be funny.
Yeah.
But some stuff is just so random that you're just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, that's why when you send that, I'm like, all right, bro, cool.
Like,
what is it?
If you watch Stuart Little, I think the joke is that if you watch Stuart Little, he's
Is he a
such a
dickhead?
pleasant little guy.
Oh, he's- okay.
That why would
Okay.
anybody hate him? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And when you hear somebody wants
Yeah.
to waterboard
Are you in
Stuart
that
Little,
group?
nah, I'm not.
Nah, you're in that group, bro.
Nah,
Don't
I
lie.
promise you I'm not. Because I like it better when it just randomly pops up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I always feel like when you, like, and yo, this is probably like terrible for me to say because like I'm a like creator, you know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah.
But like for me, it's like better when the stuff pops up than when you actually follow.
Oh, yeah.
Because like
yeah.
once you follow, it's like you see everything.
Yeah.
Once it just pops up, it's like you're
the
just
good
seeing the
stuff.
best stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I do the same thing.
You're not seeing them work through the bits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're just seeing the ones that I'm not seeing the post where it's like 53 likes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I'm seeing the Stuart Little post that got 100,000 likes.
Yeah.
You know what
I learned my
mean?
lesson. That's what I said. My Facebook algorithm is perfect because there's a bunch of stuff that I like, but I never follow because if I choose to follow and I'll go through the post, I'm like, all right, a lot of stuff.
Bro,
is
that's the
corny.
best part about it. I don't even go on Facebook, bro.
Yeah.
Like the Stuart Little page is probably the only reason why I open Facebook right now, dog.
Yeah.
Just to see, like, yo, I wonder if the guy posted another. And I won't go to the page. I'll just scroll my stuff a
Yeah.
little bit, like see if a little Stuart Little post pops up. They had the Camel cigarettes ad
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
like the three camels like
Yeah.
reaching down, giving you a cigarette, and it's like. It says something like me and the homies trying to make Stuart Little smoke a whole pack of cigarettes.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like my wife with the same thing. My wife will like, yo, she'll be cracking up, right? Seeing the real cracking up. I'm like, yo, send me that. I want to laugh. And I'm like, why you laughing at this? Like, I want to know why. What is making this funny? And she's like, just scroll up. And that's why, and that's how my brain works, unfortunately. And that's why I need to know the inside joke. And if there's not one, that gets me even more mad. Right? So why are there over 200,000 people laughing at this and making this a joke, and I don't get it?
Yo, it's funny because I just seen this is random, but Max B and French Montana were on the Breakfast Club recently, and I listened to the episode, bro. He just be saying random jokes and stuff like, and he'll just be laughing by himself, and people ain't even laughing or even catch what he said, and he's just laughing, bro. You could tell he's kind of like he would like the I Hate Stuart Little page,
Yeah,
bro.
he would. There are people like
I could
that.
see Max B liking the I Hate Stuart Little page, dog.
Yeah, and that shit that's probably one of the funniest things in that chat. Like when you send that, and I'll be like, what is this?
Yo, it's so funny, bro. It's so funny. Yo, I like I like when you get like a good group chat with like the perfect mix of people that never like destroy the vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's always like that nice little sweet spot, man. I got a group chat with the immigrants. So it's like me and my Spanish friends that play Call of Duty. So we got the immigrants chat.
Yep.
And bro, one of my homies, shout out to Izzy, man. We grew up together in the same neighborhood, and he's like the youngest one of us, but he's like an old head, bro. Like he's always like taking like videos when he goes places and sending it, and like sending long voice notes and taking like a selfie video. Like, yeah, man, I just worked a 12-hour shift, and tomorrow I gotta do that. And I'm just like, bruh, Izzy, you are younger than us by like 4 years, bro. Why do you act like somebody's grandpa, bro?
It's a shirt I wore today.
Yeah, literally, bro. It's so funny, yo. And then he always puts like a filter and like text over it and stuff, and it's just so funny, bro.
So they coming Saturday?
Oh no, the immigrants ain't coming, man. They all out of town, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
because today is a special day. I'm gonna bring it up. Today is a special day. How old are we today?
37, dog.
Yo, shout out to the man Lester Wave, aka Sester Lanchez, 37 years old today. How's it feel, man?
Yo, I got the same birthday as Martin Luther King, dog.
Ooh, but we don't celebrate him till Monday though.
No, yeah, they they do the little moving the dates around to make it
the
work
Monday
for them.
after. Yeah.
But
what's up? How does it feel, man? 37 years later.
It was good, man. It's funny because I mentioned it to y'all, but obviously the pod. I never did anything for my birthday. Like I would always like downplay it until last year when my dog passed, bro. Like he passed away around Christmas, and then like my birthday's in January, so like it was coming up, dog, and I was in my feelings in a way that I've never been in my feelings, bro. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna throw a party this year. It ended up being super dope because mad people flew in from out of town. Like it was like super epic, bro. Like out of nowhere, and I was so happy after it. And it was like, bro, when you brought it up after, like, yo, you gonna do a party this year? I was like, man, I gotta do it, man. That was a vibe, man.
You gotta celebrate life.
Yeah,
every chance you get to celebrate life if you need to. Man.
That's something I definitely learned with my dog, man. It's crazy because I never had I was talking to AJ about it a couple of days ago. Like I never had a dog growing up. He was the same, and it's like experiencing that later, bro. I was not ready for it, dog. I did not know the dog thing was that deep. And it's funny because I was like, I never had a dog, so I didn't want a dog. You know what I mean? And I ended up being like super attached to him and stuff. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. Like the dog thing, like there's like you either on the dog side or you not. Like you either don't understand it and you think people are stupid as hell, or you get it and
Yep.
you feel it. You know what I'm saying? And it's
And then
like,
once you get it, you're like, oh,
nah,
that's what it
facts.
feels like.
Facts, bro. And the dog thing is funny, man, because like sometimes like people will react in a certain way when I tell them, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, you might be low key evil, bro.
Yeah.
Like the way you
Yeah.
just reacted what I said is
Yeah.
you might be I don't know, bro, Mojo Jojo or something.
Yeah. That's how wifey is crazy about dogs, and I finally grew into it. No, but real quick, like, and that's one thing I want to say is that I celebrate for anything, man. I feel like celebration is just a reason, and whether you do it, with a whole group at your crib or just you and your fam, but if you're not doing anything to celebrate, we coming through and we gonna make sure you celebrate.
Yeah,
I
facts.
think like you got to celebrate. You have to have a reason to be happy, and even if it's just for one day, bro.
Nah, facts. That is definitely something that I've been like more on lately, like just doing things like that and just taking that time more, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
man.
and just celebrate because it's like you almost get into that mindset sometimes like you ain't got nothing to celebrate, like you
Nah,
ain't where you
bro.
want to be, you know what I mean? But like bro, like we was talking about with Buddy that just passed, dog. You don't know how long you gonna live. It might be
Yeah.
30 years, it might be 142, you know what I mean?
I bet when he married that 25-year-old chick, he celebrated.
Nah, facts. He celebrated by staying alive for another 40 some years,
Yeah.
bro, or 30 some years. He said,
No, I feel the more days you celebrate the little things, when you get hit with some bullshit, it's like, all right, I had a few good days that just passed by.
yeah,
We slide this, but if you don't take your time to enjoy a few things, when that little shit hits you, it's gonna be like something way bigger that's gonna like it's pulling your world down. So I think it evens the balance out. So
nah,
celebrate the
facts.
little things.
Facts, man. I think that's a good way to go out, man.
Stay butter.
You hear me?